Hey first grade friends, welcome back. And today we are jumping back into our Oreo opinion writing, where we are giving our opinion of what we think is the best part of our birthday. We've already written our opening sentence, or the top part of our cookie, where we stated our opinion. In my opinion, the best part of a birthday is the cake. Then yesterday we worked on giving our reason, or why we have our opinion. One reason for me that I think that cake is the best part of a birthday is that I get to pick it and it's delicious. But now I need to state an example. We don't just skimp and get the regular old Oreos. We want a double stuff that has a reason and an example. The example is going to match our reason. So if I said in my reason that I get to pick and it's a delicious cake, I'm then going to give an example of one of the delicious cakes that I picked. Well, one year I picked a really delicious chocolatey fudgy cake. So now I need to write a sentence that matches my example. So let's take a look at our paragraph so far. It says, in my opinion, here's our opening sentence, the top part of our cookie, cake is the best part of a birthday. So I've come out and I've stated my opinion. Then here's the reason that we worked on yesterday. One reason is that I get to pick a delicious cake. Now I'm going to give my example, and my example backs up or matches my reason. And I said that my example is, if you forget, just go back to your Oreo planning page. An example of one of the delicious cakes that I got to pick was a chocolatey fudgy one. So you'll notice that I actually already started my sentence using my example sentence starters. I can say one example is that one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy cake, or for example, one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy cake. I like to go with for example, it's a little bit shorter. So you'll notice that I already drew my lines for the words I want to write, and I even started writing my sentence. I wrote, for example, one year, I'm not sure what I was going to write, so I'm going to look at the rest of my lines to see if that can help me. For example, one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy cake. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and keep writing. For example, one year I picked. Well, I see the word pick right up here, P-I-C-K, and I know that picked, it sounds like it's a T at the end, but I know it's suffix ed because it already happened. We use suffix ed when something has already happened. For example, one year I picked a chocolatey. If I'm not sure how to spell chocolatey, I can just go back to my planning page where I spelled it already. C-H-O-C-O-L-A-T-E-Y. Or we could stretch it out. Let's see. I know it's going to be a multiple collapse situation. We've got more than one syllable here. Chocolatey. Chocolatey. I've got 3 syllables, so I'm going to stretch out each syllable. Chalk. Ch. C-H says ch. Ch-ah-oh. Chalk. Chalk. Chocolatey. 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 Chocolate. Lit. E. Chocolate-y. If that's how you spelled chocolatey, friends, we would be perfectly fine with you. If you know that chocolatey is spelled C-H-O-C-O-L-A-T-E-Y, that's great. But remember, friends, we're looking for you to stretch out the sounds you hear in a word. It's okay if it's not spelled perfectly. I'm going to go back and reread my sentence so I can remember what I'm filling in at the end. For example, one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy, 2 syllables, fudgy. Let's stretch out the first one, fudge, F, U is my vowel, fudge, j, sounds like a J, fudgy, fudgy, I hear an E at the end, fudgy. If you spelled fudgy like that, we're cool with you. If you know that it's F-U-D-G-Y, good for you. Go back and reread your sentence. For example, one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy cake. I know how to spell cake because I've written it 1, 2, 3 times now. C-A-K-E spells cake. So now I finished up writing my example, and my example matches my reason. Let's read our whole paragraph so far to make sure it makes sense. In my opinion, cake is the best part of a birthday. One reason is that I get to pick a delicious cake. For example, one year I picked a chocolatey fudgy cake. So now my reader knows not only do I think cake is the best part of the birthday, but I think that because I get to pick a delicious cake, and I especially like the chocolatey fudgy cake that I've picked before. Tomorrow, to wrap up our paragraph, we're going to come down to our bottom Oreo, the bottom of our cookie, and restate our opinion to wrap up our whole paragraph.